Did you know that there are 4 major stages of relationships? Let's talk about them. Hey, welcome to Online for Love, your #1 resource for dating by the numbers. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 major stages of dating relationships. Before we dive into all of those stages though, you should definitely make sure to check out our free online dating app quiz, because the quiz will actually pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. It's quick, fun, easy, and totally free, so go ahead and click the link that's popping up above me or found in the description down below. Go take the quiz, then comment back here and comment below what your results are, because we would love to know. While you're at it, do not forget to check out our free online dating opener formula. That's going to be linked above me and in the description down below as well. This is going to triple your response rates on a host of different dating sites and dating apps. It's really going to help you out with those first crucial messages, so do not forget to check that out as well. So in relationships, there are actually 4 predictable stages that most couples will go through. At each stage, there are decisions that can be made, and there is the opportunity for more growth within each person and the relationship itself. Some couples choose not to progress past certain stages, and some make it all the way to the last one and stay there. When it comes to love, there is no instruction manual. Everyone's different, every relationship is different, and everyone experiences trials and tribulations throughout their life, which includes through their relationships. Love can be hard. It's not always this easy fairy tale thing. In fact, it almost never really is it? Because life happens throughout their relationships. But if you choose to stick it out through the trials and tribulations, you'll probably find yourself going through these 4 predictable stages of your relationship. Couples' abilities to navigate these stages can really indicate whether or not they're able to have a long-lasting and happy relationship. Let's dive into stage 1, the euphoric stage, or otherwise known as the honeymoon stage, or the first love, first meeting sort of stage. So this is when you're first getting into a relationship, first dating somebody, and they are almost perfect in your eyes. They are so funny, so cute, and you are just in this state of euphoria. You love being around them. They're sort of the center of your universe. You're thinking about them non-stop, and you can't wait to see them next. They do have flaws, and you see them, but they're not really a big deal. Maybe you see those dishes in the sink as a quirk or a compromise because, hey, they're so funny, they make you laugh every day. Who cares if there's some dishes in the sink? Right now, you're in the euphoric stage, and it doesn't really matter. You have sort of this suspension of negative judgment, and they kind of can do no wrong. This can be a pretty unique time in the relationship cycle because both people are probably putting their best foot forward. They want to be seen as very attractive to that person who they are very attracted to. So they're going to go probably above and beyond, more so than maybe later on in the relationship, to show their good aspects because they're trying to hook that other person the way that the other person has hooked them. Sometimes in the beginnings of relationships, we even find ourselves sort of thinking about, instead of how much do I like this person, but how can I get them to like me more? It's sort of an unreliable time to judge someone's character entirely because you're just in this sort of infatuated state. You are very drawn to them, and it's really exciting and fun and new, shiny new toy, and it's something you're not really used to yet. This is really sort of the falling in love stage, and it's a wonderful place to be in, isn't it? So how long does this usually last? It can last a few weeks to a few months, maybe 6 months to a year at most usually, although some couples claim that this stage never ended for them, so it really depends. But what usually tends to contribute to the continuation of this phase is that suspension of negative judgment. So I guess the least you can judge your partners, the happier you might be long term, but that's not entirely realistic all the time, is it? But again, it's a unique stage of life. Everyone's putting their best foot forward, trying to impress the other, pulling out all the stops, and really courting each other, and you're just finding out more information about each other, and you are trying to connect with each other, and it's just a great time of fun and flourishing love, and it's definitely a euphoric stage. What would make us euphoric is if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So it really helps us out when you give our videos a thumbs up, because that shows YouTube that people are enjoying our content, so then YouTube pushes our videos out for more people to see. So we would really appreciate your thumbs up and your subscriptions. The next stage of the relationship is the early attachment phase. So this is when some of that maybe insane heart racing stuff tends to maybe decrease a little bit, but that level of love gets a little bit deeper. You are enjoying this person's company on a deeper level. And this next stage of the relationship, the more evolved part of the brain starts to take over, and that oxytocin is released, the love hormone, and things just feel a little bit different. It's not so unsolid as it was possibly at the beginning. You are really starting to feel those attachments and connections of love. This stage can be described as a time when you're able to sleep. You're not so hung up and excited and heart pounding all the time, but it's a good thing because you can sleep. The rest of your life becomes a little bit easier now because your focus isn't just hyper on this one person. So the center of your universe is still maybe that person, but you're starting to see the other planets as well. Trust begins to be stronger. Some of the facade of the perfect version of yourself gets to be cracked a little bit. You can trust each other more. Memories have been made. You have shared experiences together. You can tell each other more deeply about each other's lives, and you're just bonding like never before, and it's a great feeling as well. By the way, do not forget to check out our free online dating opener formula, because this is actually going to give you the best opening messages to send to anyone you're interested in on any dating site or dating app. It's actually going to triple your response rates on those dating sites and dating apps, so it's totally free. Get the link to that popping up above me and found in the description down below. All right, so the next stage in the relationship can be called the crisis stage. So this is sort of a make or break point. So at this point of the relationship, the differences that you guys have start to become way more blatant, and that suspension of negative judgment might be a little bit less suspended. So at the beginning, maybe you didn't care that there were dirty dishes in the sink so much because you just love that person, you're hanging out with them too much to care. Now you start to care. Maybe those dirty dishes are starting to really grate on you and you're like, why can't you just do your dishes? So at this point, the suspense of that negative judgment, the letting go of every little thing might stop to be a thing, because you might possibly be even living with this person, you're just seeing them more often, you are going past that point where you're both putting your best foot forward all the time, you're past the point where that person is sort of all you can think about, and now you are trying to sort of do life together, and you're seeing how well you work or don't work. At this stage, you start to tend to act more like yourself in normal daily life. So the things maybe you were trying to hide before, the ugly parts of your life, they're going to come through at least sometimes, because you're adjusting to normal life again as you will. So if you changed a little bit for that person at the beginning, you might regress into, or just go back to how you used to be. And you start to see different aspects of your partner that you maybe hadn't before. You can start to see some of the ugly. You see them without makeup, you see them getting angry, you see them making mistakes, you see the annoying things that they do. Maybe they make a really weird noise when they eat, or maybe they get up early and their alarms are killing you, or maybe, I don't know, they just look at you wrong sometimes and you just find yourself so annoyed. It's part of being in a relationship, right? You're living with someone, sharing the same space, seeing them all the time. You're gonna see all different facets of them. This can throw your relationship into sort of a crisis mode. Do you enjoy this? Are you accepting of this? Or is it too much for you? How well do you really mesh together? Because now you're really getting to know them. You might find yourself creating more time apart, more time with your friends, on your individual hobbies, different interests, or maybe you're actually enjoying this phase. Maybe you are seeing them being a little bit more real, and maybe it's refreshing to you. Maybe you realize they're not all great, as nobody is, and that's okay, and you accept it. So this is really a make or break point of the relationship. Do you accept them for who they are? Do you accept the relationship for what it's going to be and where it's headed? Or is it just not working for you and you see past what you didn't before? Question of the day: what are some of your relationship deal breakers? So have you ever gotten to that crisis point and you're like, this person does not even like crunchy peanut butter and that was my final straw? Or is it, I just can't deal with their family? What was that make or break point for you before, or what would be a make or break point for you? Leave your comments, your anecdotes, everything down below. We'd love to hear from you. So the last part of the relationship cycle is the deep attachment phase, possibly the engagement or marriage phase. So at this point, you've gone through the ups and the downs. You've had shared memories, shared bad, shared good. You've seen different aspects and sides to this person. And if you've weathered the storm, now you've got this deep attachment to them. And you know from experience that you can handle what life is going to throw at you both. At this stage in the relationship, the really good way to describe it is calm and secure. It's not maybe constant butterflies like it might have been those first few weeks of dating. It's not, questioning where this is heading. It's a calm, secure, safe feeling. At this point in the relationship, the couple probably has a great understanding of their partner's value system, their wants, their future plans, who they are as a person, where the relationship is heading, all of those things. Open and honest conversation should be happening as the couple plans their future together. They should be integrated into each other's lives and family, with friends, etc. Differences are normal, but at this stage, they should be able to rationally handle them and go about it with grace. It's basically sort of the end game type of feeling. And how do you continue this feeling, right? If you get to a point in a relationship where things do feel that safe, secure, calm, loving, committed, attached feeling, and you want it to continue forever, how do you keep up a good thing. One thing that you can do is to keep novelty alive in your relationship. Always strive for new things, do new things, fun, exciting things together, take on challenges, and strive for a better future together. Because when you enter a relationship, you literally take on more. You take on someone else's experiences, lifestyle, friends, assets. There's good and bad that you take on. Enjoy the good and really revel in the good that you get from being with that other person. Maybe sometimes you can suspend that judgment a little bit once again if they didn't maybe clean up the dishes, but they made you laugh all day. But that's going to just about wrap up this video. Those are the 4 major stages of dating relationships. I hope this was interesting to you. Do not forget to check out our free online dating app quiz, which is going to be linked above me and found in the description down below. It's going to pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. Quick, fun, easy, totally free. Don't forget to check that out. While you're at it, do not forget to check out our free online dating opener formula. This is going to triple your response rates on any dating site or dating app. That's going to be linked above me as well and in the description. Do not forget to check out some of our other videos now that you are just about done with this one. And don't forget to answer the question of the day. What are some of your make or breaks in relationships? Leave your comments, anecdotes, everything down below. We'd love to hear from you. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it. And hopefully we'll see you here again at Online for Love. Thanks, bye!